Yeah, good evening. This is Shamz-View. Welcome to another special episode of our YouTube channel today. I've been talking about men all the time, but men, today I want to talk about women, mothers, especially. You know, like I really want to appreciate all the good women we have out there in the world. And if your mother is still alive, your sister is still alive, or your wife, your girlfriend, the good ones, please stretch out and then heal them. And at the same time, please watch this video together with them. All right. And they said, I want to appreciate the women specifically for their major role and contribution in building, real men, their husbands, their kids, whatever. Like they said, behind every successful man, there must be a woman who has been contributing, pushing in hard to do that. Special kudos to them. Now I realized why Tupac, the legendary rapper, the poetic rapper, was hailing his mother like it wasn't really easy, raising two black kids on her own. That's him and his sister. So like he saw the pain and all of that. That's from the mother side. And now I see reason why they said women are actually gatekeepers of wealth. Women are actually gatekeepers of wealth. If you meet a reasonable woman who understands what she is actually doing, trust me, you have already said goodbye to poverty. Now, why am I saying this? I was actually reading a documentary about Obama. We all know Obama, the former president, Obama, the former president of Barack Obama, right? The former president of the United States. I was reading an article, right, about him and his wife, that they moved into a restaurant to eat. And then the wife hugged, when she moved into the restaurant, she met a young man in the restaurant, or a man rather, I don't know whether he's young or old, forgive me. She met a man in the restaurant, and then they hugged, had a long hug, and exchanged pleasantries, and long time, how you doing, good to see you, and all of that. Obama was just at the other side, just watching as a cool guy. And after the whole thing, they came back and they were to start eating. They served them food. And Obama now asked my wife, who is this young man? Should I say, oh, wow, he was my ex-boyfriend far back, and he is the owner of this restaurant. And Obama now asked his wife, was like, so if you had gotten married to this man, that means you would have been a wife to the owner of a restaurant. I love the reply Michelle gave, the wife of Barack Obama. She said, no, not at all. He would have been the American president. Get this, let this thing sink into your head. She said, no, he would have been the American president. So that is to say, the wife appeared to be the major reason why he became the president. We might not really know how, but she stood by him, she fought for him, she built him, she made him who he is today. Now, fast forward. What exactly are you doing in a man's life? What contribution have you made? What ideas have you brought on the table for him to grow, for the family to grow? How are you building your man? In what aspect? In what category? A lot of men, a lot of women are not actually doing that. Now, a lot of women get offended when you ask them, what exactly are you bringing on the table? Or what exactly do they really bring? Do these women bring on the table? They get offended. But then, Let us be realistic. We are not talking about the monetary aspect of it. Some women bring peace. Some women bring ideas, wealth of ideas. Some women bring a lot of things to the table. Do you understand? They bring stability. They bring support, emotional support to the man. And so many things that will actually make a family grow. I think we need to understand the powers that God has given some of these women. Oh, not all, good women. God has given them powers to build their husbands. Now, and fast forward, my aunt once said something, when my cousin was actually getting married. I remember we were there that night. We went as a newly wedded bride. She told the wife something. She said, if that is her daughter, she said, if your home builds today, you are the brain behind it. If it scatters today, you are the brain behind it. Whatever your home turns out to be, you are the brain behind it. So use what you have to build your home. I didn't get that message not until this evening when I read about this particular documentary or whatever that I read today regarding to Michelle and Obama. So women, ladies, Tuale mama, please build us. Bring ideas on the table for us to be better women. No wonder the story of our president, to our current president Bola Ahmed Tinubu. His wife has been there right from onset, and his wife is actually a very intelligent woman. So I think we men will need to start selecting intelligent women, not women who knows how to read books and that came out or they're about to come out with first class. No, intelligent people, women with wisdom to build. Well, for those who are building their men, sky will be your limit. Heaven will be your better place. And I wish you all the very best, and may God keep strengthening all of you guys. And then for the men, please, we need to learn to be very humble. Cheers. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.